Stop for a moment and take this in carefully. Two names, one city, Jimin and Jungkook, Paris. As soon as those words appear together, the atmosphere changes. Fans pause, hearts race, and the same thought crosses everyone's mind at the same time. Why Paris and why together? The story begins quietly, without loud announcements or official confirmations. There was no dramatic headline at first, no clear explanation released to the public. Instead, it was fans who noticed something unusual, a matching gap in schedules, similar timing, subtle hints that didn't seem random. When people realized that both Jimin and Jungkook were linked to plans involving Paris, the fandom instantly went into deep discussion mode. Paris is not just another destination on the map. It carries meaning. It carries emotion. For decades, it has been known as a place of romance, intimacy, and unforgettable memories. Couples choose Paris when they want something special, something personal. That alone was enough to make fans start asking questions. Are Jimin and Jungkook simply going on vacation together? This is the most grounded and realistic explanation, and many fans support it. After years of intense schedules, constant travel, and global pressure, it makes sense that they would want to rest. And if they were to choose someone to spend that time with, choosing each other feels natural. They have always been close. They understand each other without needing explanations. A quiet trip, good food, long walks, and laughter away from the spotlight sounds like something they both deserve. But then another thought appears. If it were just a casual vacation, why Paris? They could easily choose a more private destination, somewhere less likely to attract attention, somewhere fans wouldn't instantly associate with romance. The choice of Paris feels intentional, and that detail keeps pulling fans back into speculation. It feels like a city chosen with care, not convenience. Some fans believe the trip could be related to work. Paris is a major center for fashion, art, and culture. Both Jimin and Jungkook had strong connections to the fashion world. They have attended events, worked with luxury brands, and appeared in iconic shoots there before. From this perspective, the trip could be professional, perhaps meetings, planning, or future projects. But once again, something doesn't quite fit. When work is involved, there is usually noise, cameras, schedules, media coverage. This time, everything feels unusually quiet. There are no clear statements, no visible preparation that usually comes with official projects. That silence leaves space for imagination, and fans are filling that space with questions. Then comes the theory that instantly grabs attention and refuses to let go. What if this is about something bigger? Some fans wonder if this trip could be connected to marriage preparation. It sounds dramatic and even unbelievable to some, but the idea didn't appear out of thin air. Paris has long been a destination for couples preparing for weddings, engagements, or private commitments. It's a place associated with rings, vows, and promises. When fans think about how often Jimin and Jungkook describe each other as family, as comfort, as someone they rely on emotionally, the theory begins to feel less impossible and more intriguing. Of course, there is no confirmation, no proof, no statement, just speculation fueled by years of watching their bond grow stronger. Others prefer a softer explanation. Maybe it's not about marriage. Maybe it's not about work either. Maybe it's simply a date. Two people spending intentional time together in a city that invites closeness. No labels, no pressure, just moments shared away from expectations. This idea resonates deeply with fans who have followed Jimin and Jungkook for years. Their comfort with each other has always been obvious. The way they naturally gravitate toward one another, the way their energy shifts when they're together. A quiet date in Paris doesn't feel shocking. It feels like something that fits who they are. And then comes the question that changes everything. Why now? timing is important, and this timing feels meaningful. Both Jimin and Jungkook are in a phase of life where reflection matters, growth matters, choosing happiness matters. Fans have noticed the change in how they speak, how they carry themselves, and how they approach life recently. There's a sense of maturity, of clarity, of wanting to live more honestly. A trip like this, whatever the reason, feels connected to that shift. Another detail fans can't ignore is how often Jimin and Jungkook move in sync. Their schedules, moods, and decisions frequently align. It's not forced, it's natural, almost instinctive. When fans notice that rhythm leading them to the same place at the same time, it creates an emotional response that's hard to explain. Still, nothing has been confirmed, and that uncertainty is what keeps everyone watching so closely. Fans in the US are especially vocal about their thoughts. Social media is filled with discussions, theories, and emotional reactions. Some fans are excited, some are cautious, some are simply happy imagining Jimin and Jungkook enjoying a peaceful moment in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Everyone seems to be waiting for the smallest hint, a photo, a comment, a quiet update. But the silence continues. No denial, no confirmation, just space. And in that space, fans continue to wonder, what if this trip isn't about romance at all? What if it's about inspiration? Paris has inspired artists, musicians, and writers for centuries. It's a city that encourages reflection and creativity. For artists like Jimin and Jungkook, who often turn emotion into music, this trip could be about reconnecting with themselves and with each other creatively. That explanation makes sense too. And yet, no matter how logical fans try to be, one question always comes back. Why together? Because at the center of every theory, every discussion, and every emotional reaction is the same truth. Jimin and Jungkook consistently choose each other in work, in rest, in moments of stress, and moments of joy. Whether this trip is about love, friendship, creativity, or simply rest, the fact that they are doing it together is what matters most to fans. As the days pass, anticipation continues to build. People watch closely, knowing that any small detail could change everything. Until then, the story remains open, filled with possibilities, emotions, and unanswered questions. And for now, Paris waits. And now, this is where everything comes together. After all the theories, all the questions, and all the emotions swirling around one destination, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Whether this Paris trip is a vacation, a private date, a creative reset, or something far more serious, it reflects one consistent pattern that fans have seen for years. Jimin and Jungkook continue to choose each other, not because they have to, but because they want to. There is still no official confirmation, and that might be intentional. Not every meaningful moment needs to be explained to the world. Sometimes the most important memories are the ones kept quiet. And maybe that's exactly what this trip represents. A moment that belongs to them before it belongs to headlines, theories, or timelines. Paris, in this story, becomes more than just a city. It becomes a symbol of closeness, of intention, of comfort, of two people walking side by side through life, whatever the label may be. And that's why fans feel so connected to this moment, because it's not about proving anything, it's about witnessing something genuine. If it turns out to be just a simple holiday, fans will still smile. If it's a private date, hearts will quietly celebrate. If it's connected to future plans, creativity, or even something bigger, the fandom will be ready. Because at the end of the day, what fans want most is their happiness, their peace, and their freedom to live honestly. So now, the question is passed to you.
What do you think this Paris trip really means? Is it just a break from reality, or the beginning of a new chapter we haven't fully seen yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with other Jungkook fans who are also watching closely, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because if anything new happens with Jimin and Jungkook in Paris, you won't want to miss it.